Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, please stand with me as we invoke the Lord Ganesh in a prayer, and then continue standing as we play the national anthem. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Guru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Jai Shri Ganesha. Thank you. And now we'll have the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा वृंद हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you all for making the time to be here this morning. Today we are thrilled to be commemorating the listing of Jet Infraventure Limited on the Bombay Stock Exchange at this special opening bell ceremony. Jet Infraventure works to develop residential and commercial projects across India. Currently its presence is focused in Mumbai and Gujarat, but its vision is to establish a pan-India presence. It intends to provide the nation with better housing solutions using superior quality materials and offering affordability and value. Incorporated as a private limited company in 2001, it became a publicly listed company this year, and today it is a proud moment for Jet Infraventure as it becomes officially listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange. So a heartfelt congratulations to everyone at Jet Infraventure. It is now my privilege to invite our esteemed guests to join us at the dais. Mr. V. Balasubramaniam, Chief Business Officer of the BSE Limited. Mr. George Mattapilli, Chairman of Jet Infraventure Limited. Mr. Rajul Shah, Managing Director of Jet Infraventure Limited. Mrs. Pramoda Shah, Executive Director of Jet Infraventure Limited. Mr. Ajay Thakur, Head of the BSE SME segment. And Mr. Mahavir Lunawat, Director of Pantamath Capital Advisors Private Limited. At the BSE, it is the tradition to begin events by invoking hope and prosperity in the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. I thus request I thus request our respected guests to please proceed to light the ceremonial lamp. I also request Mr. Ramesh Chandra Shah and Mr. Hasmukh Shah to join in the lamp lighting. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to invite Mr. V. Balasubramaniam, Chief Business Officer of the BSE Limited, to address the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. V. Balasubramaniam.
So good morning and warm welcome to all of you to this BSE International Convention Hall for the listing ceremony of Jet Infraventure Limited on our SME platform. On behalf of BSE, I'd like to also extend my warm welcome to Mr. George Matapelli, Chairman and Non-Executive Director, Jet Infrastructure Limited, Mr. Rajul Shah, Managing Director, Jet Infraventure Limited, Mr. Pramoda Shah, the Whole-Time Director, Mrs. Rajul Shah, Mr. Mahavir Lamath, MD of Pantometh, and my colleague Ajay Thakur, who is the head of our SME segment. This is indeed a very happy moment for BSE as we welcome Jet Infraventure Limited into the BSE SME family. I think this is the 79th company which is getting listed today on the SME platform. And obviously, it's a momentous occasion for us and also for them. This international convention hall has seen the development of Indian capital markets over the past many decades. And first as a trading ring for the brokers, and then as a convention hall post the digitization. Most of you are aware that BSE was established in 1875 as a native share and stockbrokers association. And since inception, BSE has offered an efficient capital raising platform to companies in India. We today have more than about 5,500 companies listed on the exchange. And with the SME platform, which is started since March 2012, I think we are very close to now 100 potential companies which are going to come on the SME platform because some are already on the pipeline. Jet Infraventure Limited was incorporated in the year 2001 and is a growing real estate company with headquartered in Mumbai and focusing on primarily residential projects. It has experience professional and young enthusiastic team. And I was chatting with Mr. Rajul Shah, and he said that he is a first-generation entrepreneur who also started with a very humble background in terms of having worked earlier and then starting to dream in terms of creating his own company. And I think the first milestone in a journey of coming into the capital market and coming into the wealth creators of India has started today. Jet Infrastructure entered the primary market on 30th October 2014 with a fixed price issue and a fresh issuance of 3.7 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. This IPO was subscribed around 1.37 times, with the retail category subscribed by 0.81 times, and high net worth and institutional category oversubscribed by 1.96 times. This issue closed on 11th November with a final issue price of about rupees 125 per share, and the total issue size of rupees 4.5 crores. Around 135 retail investors have participated in this IPO, and the lead managers for this IPO has been Pantometh Capital Advisors. I think Mahavir is a very popular name here because he has been associated with quite a few SME companies in the past as well. With the successful completion of this IPO, I think Jet Infraventure joins us on the SME platform as the 79th company. And with this listing, I think the company has an additional responsibility to all the shareholders, as it will have to grow shareholder wealth as well. The responsibility also doubles up as they will have to maintain the highest standard of corporate governance and transparency, which I'm sure Mr. Shah and his team will definitely achieve. In terms of BSE, I think BSE is now leading in many practices. Over the last few years, we have transformed this exchange. This is probably one of the few institutions which is there for almost 135, 140 years in the Indian capital market. And we have completely revamped and upgraded our technology. And we have made our technology now a world-class, not looking at domestic standards, but looking at world-class standards. And we now match every trade in less than 200 microseconds. And we handle close to about 500,000 orders per second, which makes us the fastest exchange in this part of the world. Apart from this, over the last 2-3 years, we also widened our product portfolio from pure equity into now equity derivatives, currency derivatives, and interest rate futures. And as we speak, we are now almost garnered 1/3 the market share as well as on the equity derivatives. And also on the currency derivatives, now we are close to about 40% of the total market share. So these are some of the, clearly the silver linings for us in terms of the achievements over the last couple of years. And also on the newer areas like mutual fund distribution, the SME platform, the offer for sale, which are some of the other platforms which are all new into the market. I think BSE, right from day one, has become the market leader, and we now have more than 80 to 90% market share in these segments. I'm sure that going forward, BSE will strive to not only improve liquidity, but also continue to aid all companies in the capital formation exercise. With this, I would like to extend my best wishes to Jet Infraventure Limited and its entire team on this momentous occasion, and wish them all the success in their future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. V. Balasubramaniam, for setting the tone for this morning's proceedings. Next, I would like to invite Mr. George Mattapilli, Chairman of Jet Infraventure Limited, to share a few words with us. Mr. George Mattapilli.
Good morning to all of you. I would like to say thanks to Bombay Stock Exchange for creating a wonderful platform called BSE SME. We, the entire team of Jet, has traveled a long way since 2001, and it is a great feeling for all of us today. I take this opportunity to say thanks to all who has contributed to our journey and appreciate efforts and dedication of our entire team of Jet. We look forward to an exciting times ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. I now invite the man of the moment, Mr. Rajul Shah, Managing Director of Jet Infraventure Limited, to share his thoughts on this momentous occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rajul Shah.
Good morning to all of you, and at the same time, Jai Shri Krishna to all of you. Yes, this is the moment not for Rajul Shah, but for the entire team of Jet Infraventure Limited. I would like to share at this point of time that this was the dream which I have written in my book 10 years back. Many of my family members and my friends are the co-owner of this dream, and I'm sure and I'm thankful to all of them that they have contributed greatly to ensure that this dream come true. Now, yes, Jet Infraventure Limited has gone to public. We know that we carry a lot of responsibility on our shoulder for our shareholders. Even I would like to say a sincere thanks first to Bombay Stock Exchange for creating such a platform from where a truly entrepreneurs who have such dreams to get listed on India's prominent, trusted and very famous exchange called Bombay Stock Exchange. But this dream cannot come true only with efforts what we do. We definitely need someone in between who shares their knowledge, their excellence. They be a part of our team. They lead us to that step from where we can expose to the world through this capital market. And that team, those men behind this is nothing else but yes, Pentomath Advisory Services. I sincerely acknowledge all the efforts, excellence, not only for Mahavir sir, but for his entire team. With name I will say Nirav, Sahil, Jyoti, Dhruv, everyone. And this day could come just because of Pentomath, because we had a lot of doubts in our mind whether we can, whether we cannot, what else we will have to do. But all that was made simplified by Pentomath. I would sincerely say thanks for my entire team. With name, I'll say Krunal, Prasad, Ajay, Vijay, Milind, Pramod, Samir, Pandri. I'll say thanks to my friend, who is my auditor also, Nilesh Lakhani. Special thanks to Haresh Kothari, because all these have made this day come true. I'll not take much time, but not last. I would like to say thanks to all the shareholders who have kept the trust in the Jet Infraventure Limited, and I ensure them that their trust will not go wrong, and we will prove that in coming days. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Shah, and congratulations. I now request Mr. Ajay Thakur, head of the BSE SME segment, to deliver his address to our guests.
Honorable Chairman, Jet Infra, Mr. George, MD, Mr. Rajul Shah, Director Pramoda Shah, Chief Business Officer Sri V. Bala Subramaniam, Chairman and MD Pentomath Sri Mahavir Lunawatji, distinguished guests, very good morning to all of you. It's both a proud moment for you as well as BSE SME platform that today 79th company is going to get listed. I was just hearing your speech, Mr. Raju Saji, and you said that, in fact, 10 years back you had dreamt about getting your company listed, and today it's come true. In the same way, 2.5 years back when we have launched this SME platform, we have never thought that today 79th company after 2.5 years will get listed. But today your company has got listed, and we are really very proud of it. And with the same vision, if most of the SME companies start thinking of, I think maybe another 2,000 to 3,000 companies will get listed on this SME platform. Mr. Mahavir ji is doing excellent job, and we along with him are trying to bring more and more companies on SME platform. And what I had observed, that most of the entrepreneurs are very happy with Pentamoth, the merchant banking. They are doing very excellent job. And we are also planning with them some events, some seminars, whereby we can create awareness, because what we are finding that there is very little awareness about the equity platform, about the stock exchange, about the SME platform in the minds of the people. There are many apprehensions. But there is nothing called free lunch. Of course, when you are getting your companies listed, corporate governance has to bring it, because equity is the safest instrument in the hands of the promoters and riskiest instrument in the hands of the investors. So we want the promoters also to have proper corporate governance. But till now, what we have observed is that in almost all 79 companies, we are seeing highest level of corporate governance. So in your company also, we hope that this sort of corporate governance will keep on. And as far as BSE is concerned, we can assure you that we will give you all the support what you are looking for. We will do the hand-holding, and we want and we wish your company to become a large corporate in the coming years. With this, all the best to you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Mr. Mahavir Lunawat, MD of Pantamath Advisory Group. Pantamath positions itself as a thought leader in the SME space and undertakes numerous initiatives on a regular basis, such as conducting SME seminars along with industry houses, research publications, websites, and videos. Pantamath has developed a unique and first-of-its-kind SME index, the Pantamath SMEX 30. This index captures price movements of 30 selected SME scripts listed on SME platforms of BSE and NSE. This index has increased more than 160% over the last year. Pantamath has also prepared a corporate film with BSE on the SME capital market and has developed a knowledge portal, SME IPO and Listing, which can be accessed at www.smeipo.net. Pantamath has been instrumental in listing some of the most outstanding businesses in the SME segment. I now invite Mr. Mahavir Lunawat, MD of Pantamath Advisory Group, to share his thoughts on this IPO.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and warm welcome to each one of you. Thank you, BSE. Thank you, Mr. Balasubramaniam, for presiding over this grand occasion. Sincere thanks to Sri Ajay Thakur, who have been friend, philosopher, and guide, not only for JET, but all our endeavors for SME capital markets. And I'm sure whatever we have achieved, could not have been possible but for the guidance and support of Ajay ji. An entire team of BSE, pardon me for not taking the name of each and everyone. Friends, one day we were working in our office and we got a call. And call was to our team, and on the other line it was Kunal, said that we want to list the company. Would you be interested to meet us? We are a very small company, so the initial hesitation was there. And of course, we received a lot of calls, so it was one of the calls for us at that particular point in time. And we had met, and believe me, that day and today, probably effectively, it's not more than 2 months. And that's the kind of support, that's the kind of speed with which we have worked. And that was possible only because of the support and the proactive function of the company and all the partners involved in the process. Couple of quick likings about JET Infra. Of course, I don't have much time, but nevertheless, I cannot miss this opportunity. Company which is known for its affordable pricing in its projects and has the track record of completing all its projects before time. I think it deserves a big round of applause. For a very small size of, let's say, less than 5 crore, getting 180 or rather more than 180 applications shows the confidence of stakeholders in the management and the business model of the company. And we are very happy to share that we even got the participation of big institutions like Edelweiss in this company, which is again re-endorses the business model of the company. It's always our endeavor to bring best and add to the kitty of BSc SME, and we are very pleased to introduce Jet Infra as the latest addition in the BSc SME. With this, friends, thanks to one and all who have gathered, who have spared their valuable time this morning. Big thanks to the partners in the process, Big Share, PR agencies, 360 Degree, ICICI Bank, bankers to the issue, the auditors, the peer-reviewed auditors. Nilesh Bhai is here. We have worked very hard together. And all the partners who have worked day in and day out, big thanks to all, and I seek your continuing support in our continuing assignments. With this, thank you very much, and all the very best to Jet Infra and all their stakeholders. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lanawat. It is now my privilege to call upon Mr. V. Balasubramaniam, Chief Business Officer of BSE Limited, to present a memento to Mr. Rajul Shah, Managing Director at Jet Infraventure Limited. Next, in a reciprocal gesture, I would like to invite Mr. Rajul Shah, Managing Director of Jet Infraventure Limited, to present a memento to Mr. V. Balasubramaniam, CBO of BSE Limited. I'd also like to request Mr. Rajul Shah to present a few more mementos, and in between I'll have to break for the ringing of the bell, but let's do a few more mementos. So please, Mr. Rajul Shah, present a memento to Mr. Ajay Thakur, the head of the BSE SME segment, and Mr. Mahavir Lunawat, the lead manager of Pantomath Capital Advisors Private Limited. And now we're only a few seconds until 10 o'clock, which is the moment we've all been waiting for. So I request our esteemed guests to kindly make their way towards the gong. And I request all of you to join me in the countdown to the gong when we get to 10 seconds. So that'll be commemorating the official listing of Jet Infraventure on the Bombay Stock Exchange at the moment the bell is rung. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations! Jet Infraventure Limited is now officially listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange. I request our guests to please remain by the gong for some photographs. to please be seated so we can continue with the distribution of the mementos. Mr. Rajul Shah, may I request you to continue presenting the rest of the mementos, please. Next, we'd like to present a memento to Big Share Services Private Limited, the registrar to the issue. Choice Equity Broking Private Limited, the market maker to the issue. If there's, the representative can collect it later. Kanga and Company, the legal advisor to the issue. R.T. Jain, the peer review auditor to the issue. ICICI Bank, the escrow collection bank and refund banker to the issue. SAP Print Solutions Private Limited, the printer to the issue. .360 Communications, the PR agency. Nilesh Lakhani and Associates, the auditors to the company. Haresh Kothari, an independent director. And Mr. Anil Kinariwala, Independent Director. Thank you, Mr. Rajul Shah. I would now like to invite Mr. George Mattapalli, Chairman, Jet Infraventure Limited, to present a few mementos. Firstly, to Ms. Jyoti Shetty of Pantamath Capital Advisors Private Limited. Mr. Sahil Kinkhabwala of Pantamath Capital Advisors Private Limited. I know Sahil is not here today, but someone is accepting the memento on his behalf. Mr. Neerav Gala of Pantamath Capital Advisors Private Limited. And Mr. Dhruv Bhavsar of Pantamath Capital Advisors Private Limited. Thank you, Mr. George Mattapalli. I now would like to request Mrs. Pramoda Shah, Executive Director of Jet Infraventure Limited, to present a few mementos. Firstly, to Mr. Krunal Shah, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of Jet Infraventure Limited. to Mr. Ajay Shinde, CFO of Jet Infraventure Limited. Mr. Milind Rangale of Jet Infraventure Limited. And to Mr. Pramod Sagyekar of Jet Infraventure Limited. Thank you all. This proud moment would not have been possible without the contributions of each and every one of these individuals and organizations. I now call upon Mr. Krunal Shah to deliver his vote of thanks.
Thank you, Lisa. Good morning to everybody. I, Krunal Shah, Company Secretary and the Compliance Officer of the Jet Infraventure Limited, heartily congratulate the promoters, Mr. Rajul Shah, who is an MD, and Pramoda Shah, the Executive Director, for the successful SME IPO and the listing, and the big milestone in the company which has come true today. We are also thankful to George Sir, Mr. Harish Kotari, who is an Independent Director, and Anil Kinariwala, who have guided us, supported, and always with us through the entire last 4 months at all the points of time. And the team of Jet Infraventure Limited, my team, our team, each and everybody has put lot of efforts, hard work, commitment. We have worked day in and day out. So I also heartily congratulate the entire team of Jet Infraventure Limited, and I request for a big applause for the entire team. Without them, this day would not be possible. We are very much assured that they have worked hard very much. Today, I take this opportunity on behalf of Jet Infraventure Limited to present vote of thanks to all the intermediaries and dignitaries who have directly and indirectly helped us in this journey to make our dream true. So, to start with, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, who is MD and CEO of BSC Limited. Today, due to certain his traveling plans, he is not there. So, also Mr. Balasubramaniam, who is Chief Business Officer of BSC Limited. We are very thankful to BSC Limited for providing this platform for the small entrepreneurs to visualize and dream big and come to the public. Thank you, sir. To Mr. Ajayji Thakur, who is heading BSC SME segment. He is also present here for our historical moment. So we are very much thankful to him for his entire support, guidance, and we can say encouragement throughout the process. Thank you, sir. In the speech of Mr. Rajul Shah, he told that there is a bridge between company and a BSC, whereby we want to smoothly pass on through the entire journey. And we are very, very thankful to Panthomet Capital Advisors Private Limited, who are the sole lead managers to this issue, and the entire team, Nirav Gala, Jyoti, Dhruv, Sahil, who have coordinated and helped us to reach this journey. Thank you. Our market maker, Mr. Mahavir Tosniwal is here. Choice Equity Brokers, Broking Private Limited. ICICI Bank, who is banker to the issue, Mr. Rishav Bagrecha and his entire team, who have worked hard. Kanga and Company, legal advisors to the issue, Mr. Chetan Thakkar and his team. We are also thankful to Big Share Services Private Limited. They are the registrar to the issue. Mr. Babu and Mr. Ashok Shetty and the entire team have helped us a lot to reach here. RT Jain and Company, who are the peer review auditors. Mr. Bankim is here, so we thankful him. Nilesh Lakhani and Associates, our statutory auditor since last 10 years. SEB Printers Solutions Private Limited, printers to this issue. 360-degree Communications Private Limited, which is a PR agency. We are also thankful to the BSC team, Mr. Kalpit Shastriya and his team for organizing the entire event and making us comfortable on this auspicious day for us as a Jet Infraventure Limited. We are thankful to Vibhav, who has organized the trophies and the photographies and everything. Chetan Vision for the videography on behalf of Jet Infraventure Limited. We specially thank all the investors. There are in total 177 investors who have invested in Jet Infraventure Limited. We are thankful to them for the trust, the confidence shown in the company, and we rest assured that we will definitely come true to their expectations. And not last, all the invitees who are sitting here, who have come early in the morning at 8:15, and because of them, their support, their encouragement, we are here today. So we are thankful to all the invitees present here. So I, on behalf of the Jet Infraventure, is thankful to all the people who are associated and directly or indirectly for the new journey of the Jet Infraventure Limited. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you once again for joining us today to celebrate the listing of Jet Infraventure on the Bombay Stock Exchange. I'd like to invite you all to please join us for tea and snacks after this, and we wish you a very prosperous day ahead. Thank you.